Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Politics and Why. Meet your candidates in 2022. I'm Jane Hansen, and today we're talking with Vito LaBella, who is running for the state senate in District 17, which is in Brooklyn, Sunset Park, Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge, Dyker Heights, etc. He is a retired New York City Police Department lieutenant and is joining us today. So, Vito, tell us why it is you've decided to go from this world of retirement as a police officer to running for office in Brooklyn.
Well, thank you so much for doing this, Jane. I've said before that I had no intention when I retired in 2017 of doing anything like this. I retired to take a more active role in my children's education. I thought I was going to be the PTA president in my kids' middle school, bake cookies. But halfway through, the prior administration instituted the policies that negatively impacted my families that I represented. And they came and they asked me what I could do to help them. So before long, I was leading protests over the Brooklyn Bridge, organizing rallies. I was testifying before the legislator, really trying to do anything I could to help the families that asked me to help, because that's what I've done my whole life. But it wasn't until 5 years after I retired when we had this whole movement of police animosity and pro-criminal law that has caused a spike in crime. I was a transit cop for 32 years. Now transit crime is up to the highest it's been in 25 years. We know what we have to do. We know what the issues are. And I stepped up along with 100 other retired law enforcement officers across this country to take back this city and to repeal all the pro-criminal laws that the supermajority of Democrats have passed since 2018, 2019.
I'm assuming you're referring to bail reform.
It's not just bail reform, Jane. It's bail reform. It's raise the age. It's the discovery changes that make it so onerous on our district attorneys, so those district attorneys who actually want to prosecute criminals to do so without getting dismissed. The supermajority up in Albany, the supermajority Dems, they've done is they've tried to dismantle the system of how we prosecute criminals. And that's what has been really impactful in the increase of crime that we've been seeing.
So I have to ask you this because there's a video out there, your own videos, that says something about where I hate Brooklyn and I wish I didn't have to go back. So what's that all about?
So first of all, this was on my personal YouTube. I was joking around. I was playing around in my yard up in Albany, and I'm talking about this. And let me tell you, I have so many people come up to me. If everybody in New York or Brooklyn were canceled and exiled for saying something similar, expressing similar statements, I think the whole city would be empty. So it was just a hit piece by the Dem majority. I really want to know what they promised this guy from the Daily News, that he had to sit through a 19-minute video of me trekking dirt around.
And I think it was in Massachusetts, not Albany, right? Because you said Albany. Okay, so you're up in Massachusetts.
The reporter is the legislative chief up in Albany.
Yeah. So very quickly, tell us something about yourself that people should know, but they don't.
Something about myself. Well, I mean, I'm a dad. I think, see, that's the thing. I'm out there. My whole life is out there. And unlike other people who've scrubbed their social media, who don't exist prior to when they announced, my life is an open book. I started doing theater in this neighborhood with the Adelphian Players when I was 13 years old in 1976. So there's an article about little Vito LaBella as the paper boy in our town. And
there you go. And what can you say to that? I'm picturing it now in my head, Vito. All right. Thanks so much for chatting with us, and best of luck with you on your campaign. And thanks to all of you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Jane Hansen signing off.
Thank you, Jane.